SNESdrunk. Welcome to today's edition of Yes, Everything Had Its Own Video Game, and today's episode features the movie We're Back, a Dinosaur Story, a Spielbergian product made specifically for kids who were too scared to go see Jurassic Park. Instead of big, scary, quote-unquote realistic dinosaurs, we got bouncy, happy, cheerful dinosaurs that are time travelers from outer space, and it's pretty much your typical Saturday morning cartoon story arc, and I'm sure it's fine for what it is. I've never seen it, I've only played the Super Nintendo game it's based on, developed by Visual Concepts and released in November 1993. Now, from my standpoint, it's always fun to look up reviews of games like this, if any of them exist at all. The normally apologetic Nintendo Power could only muster 3 sentences in its review, if you want to call it that, saying that poor controls and repetitive gameplay make it a tiresome journey. Nintendo Power would rank its games by 4 categories: controls, challenge, graphics and sound got its own category, as did theme and fun, and by those metrics they gave We're Back, a Dinosaur Story an average score of 2.75, the lowest rated game of the month. Even the Tom and Jerry and Ren and Stimpy Game Boy games rated higher than that. The game features 5 worlds split up into a couple stages each, and you get a health meter and 3 lives with 3 continues to get through the whole game in one sitting, and as you can already see, the big problem with the gameplay here is the camera viewpoint. This simple jump here ends up being a needlessly blind jump because the camera is locked onto my sprite. That's always a clear sign of rigged rental artificial difficulty. Why waste your time making a good game when you could just take advantage of basic programming limitations like this? See, creative bankruptcy endured even back then, and it wasn't even under the guise of artificial intelligence. This game was just straight up thrown together, and then tested once or twice, and that's where it was declared, good enough. But anyway, your patience for the gameplay here is going to run out very quickly, at which point you'll start to notice how you're a gigantic Tyrannosaurus Rex, but you still take damage from this guy. Do you get to do any cool stuff as the T-Rex, like eat people as they're sitting on the toilet? No, of course not. You just jump on them and fling rocks, the same as 1,000 other games already out there. I will say the running animation looks great, so the dev team clearly did enough to provide at least a 90-second trailer to earn approval from the Spielberg Empire. And hey, you can even call upon the help of other characters from the film. You just collect these little icons here, hit the select button, and you can summon their help in the middle of a stage. There's 4 different characters: Dweeb, Elsa, Vorg, and Woog. Wait a second, Woog? Like South St. Paul's own Doug Woog? They're all unceremoniously dumped into whatever world you're in. Dweeb can run ahead and clear a path for you. Elsa can carry you off to a bonus area. Vorb can stop by and give you some power-ups, and Doug Woog knocks down walls for you. Vorb's really the only useful one, since he drops power-ups that can unlock a tail attack as well as a clear screen attack. Of course, you don't need any of this at all, because this game is incredibly simple and easy. It suffers a little bit from what I refer to as Sega Genesis-ass level design, where you're given one giant room and you just kind of wander around with no time limit trying to find your way to the exit, and naturally, you're never sure what you can and can't jump on, so that's what you're getting yourself into here. You can also climb walls, but same deal, I'm never sure what you can and can't climb. So yeah, what do you expect from a game that only has a 12-page instruction manual? We're Back, a Dinosaur Story does in fact exist. It is in fact a game, and even in this day and age of stupidly expensive video game cartridges, this one has managed to stay around the same price for the past 15 years. There's a reason for that, and it's because this game isn't good or interesting or anything. This might as well be an NES game, and a bad one at that. Maybe your 6-year-old will like this for about 10 minutes, but that's about it. Alright, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.